Alright, this video is for commentary. I'm going to be using some other people's stuff here. I'm going to show you this guy. This video keeps going around. This guy, I'm going to call him out, Terry R Eicher, or Eicher, whatever his name is. Okay, he shows this of NASA, NASA's picture of Venus, which I agree that's fake, no doubt about it. But now he's going to show you Venus through a real telescope in the daytime sky. Now I'm going to show you this right here. I'm going to keep it muted. Okay, see, this telescope is a Schmidt Cassegrain or Muscatov, either one. But this is your main eyepiece right here. That is what looks out the end of the telescope. This right here is a viewfinder. Okay, now watch what he does here. He's going to say, I'm going to show you what it looks like through a real telescope. Okay, he looks through the actual eyepiece here that's actually looking through the end of the telescope. Okay, and then somebody comes over with their cell phone camera, they go to that eyepiece and what? See, they stop and they go back to this other eyepiece. Let me show you that again. They don't go to the right eyepiece, they go back over to the left one. And again. Instead of going to the, see, he goes to the right and stops and goes to the left. Okay, that is not looking through the telescope. And I believe this, they cut in P900 footage or something out of focus. This is not from that telescope. I'll show you. These telescopes are that's the Muscatov telescope. This is something like what he had. This is the viewfinder, which it doesn't zoom. The telescope doesn't zoom. He did not have a zoom eyepiece on it. So when it shows him, looks like he's zooming in, that's all done with focus. But I don't think he was using the telescope at all. I think he cut in P900 footage, because you see this circle on the front of this telescope? Okay, that there's a glass lens on here. I've got one of these. But he was looking through the viewfinder. Now this shows a wide view, because when you look through the telescope, you can be zoomed in pretty far. It's kind of hard to pinpoint something. So you take the back, a really wide view of the sky, and this will have a crosshair in it or a red dot. I've got one that's got a battery in it. It's got a red dot, and you line the red dot up. You usually do it in the daytime on something you can see. You line up your red dot and then line up this to where they're both pointing about the same direction, the same place. So then when you look through the sky, you can put your red dot on a star, and then look through the regular eyepiece and you will see the star if you're close enough. Okay, now this is about, see, this is out of focus here. These are out of focus. This is about how you culminate a telescope. Now this is a Newtonian reflector. See, it has the mirror in the center, you got the 4 bars, and you got these little blocks around here that holds your rear mirror in. And this is what you're seeing with videos like this. That is the mirror in the center. Those are the 4 bars, and that at one point you can see the squares that are holding the mirror. But that is out of focus. Okay, now when you like, that is more in focus. Okay, and then he goes back out of focus. That's not zoom. And there's one of your things holding the rear mirror in. Okay, that is not zooming at all. That is just focusing in and out. Like I said, there's one of your brackets inside the telescope holding the mirror. You put a telescope out of focus on purpose to culminate it. And a Muscatov telescope, you will just see a circle. You won't see the bars, you'll just see a circle. So this guy, where to go? Okay, this guy was not using that telescope. I believe he was using the P900 or P1000. He talks about, water's rippling and all this stuff, and then he compares it to water. Everybody does this, and it's good to think about it, but that is not what Venus looks like. Okay, it is not. Venus goes through phases just like the moon. But this deception that people are pushing, I believe, is intentional disinformation. I believe if this guy is intentionally deceiving you. As I showed back at the beginning, he wasn't even looking through the right eyepiece. Whoever was operating the cell phone camera, whatever they were using, they were not looking through the right eyepiece, and you would see a hole in the center if he was looking through that telescope. This guy claims to be a flat earther, but this is something a shill would do. Put out intentional disinformation. This guy knows, go back to the beginning, this guy knows that, like I said, he is not looking through the normal eyepiece. He is looking through this. You can look up I should have had it pulled up already. Well, it was on this picture here. Anyway, it's a 90-degree viewfinder. I have filmed Venus many times. You can see the crescent when it's in focus. Okay, I'll play. This is my video. I filmed this. You get some atmospheric distortion and the camera's moving around a little bit, but that is in focus. And when you go out of focus, let's see where I got it. Okay, when you go out of focus on purpose, now you don't have, if your camera's in auto mode, it is not capable of focusing on Venus. A P900 or P1000 is not capable of auto focusing. You have to use manual focus, and you have to know what you're doing. But I did this, I was doing this, I believe I was still in manual focus. But if you take your P900 out and point it at Venus, it will not focus on it. And you can barely get the exposure right. You can get the exposure right on the P1000 because you can change the shutter speed while you're filming. But this nonsense has to stop. See, here's the ripply water effect. That's caused by the camera. This is Venus out of focus. That hexagon shape is the aperture. Now, I've done plenty of these tests. I've done it on every kind of light you can think of. And any out of focus light is going to show the ripply water effect, even a close light. Test it for yourself. Do it on a flashlight. Do it on anything. But this is Venus. That's what it really looks like. It's a light in the sky. I agree. It's just a light in the sky. But focus is of the utmost importance, because I sincerely believe that the people that are putting out this nonsense are doing this on purpose. Because any amateur astronomer, anybody who knows anything about telescopes, if you go to them with that out of focus garbage, they're not going to listen to anything you have to say about flat earth or anything, because they're going to think you're a complete idiot and you don't know what you're talking about. So we have to do better than this, people. I mean, we have to get this stuff right. This truth movement, the more I talk about this, the more I see people putting out this garbage, the out of focus garbage. It's just not, it's just a mistake on some people are just making a mistake. Like, this guy is misleading people on purpose. He is doing this on purpose. This is shill behavior right here. Okay, he knows that he's doing this on purpose. Okay, there's no doubt about it. No doubt in my mind. Anybody who knows anything about telescopes will know that. And see, there's your another eyepiece hookup where you could hook up a camera or another eyepiece here. But you know, you have two eyepieces and then your little finder scope. And what he does is pretend like he's looking through the telescope. I think they do a cut. So he goes to the right and then back to the left. And then I think they cut it right there to show up some P900 footage or something. But anyway, I'm calling this guy out. He's a liar. And a deceiver. Like I said, you know, when you culminate a Schmidt Cassegrain, you put it out of focus on purpose and it'll show a hole in the center. That's your secondary mirror up front. Anyway, that's about all I got for this one, I think. I'll show you a quick get off of that, get off of that. I will show you another test I've done. I've showed this a lot, but go find my focus video here, and this is a cell tower light right outside my house, and when it goes out of focus, guess what it looks like? Wait for it. Water. Watery effect that is not behind water, that is caused by the camera every single time. Alright, so I got for this one. Please, 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 people, learn about photography at night. Learn how to use your cameras. You're being laughed at by anybody who owns a telescope, or any photographer who knows what they're doing is laughing their asses off at this out of focus crap that people keep sharing. I'm kind of tired of it. Alright, that's all I got for this one.